Our first priority was to stop and have the national drink, the Pisco Sour.
Sitting down by the fire, no pondering your deepest desire. You had to go out into this world to travel all around with that bluesy ragtime girl, watching the silver lining fade. You're one step closer every day to your grave.
There's a devil and an angel on your shoulder, it's true. They're always fighting, making a fool out of you. There's a drama queen, a king, and they're acting it out. They always try to tell you what it's all about.
A happy death is what you crave. A scrapbook of the memories is what you say. Is this life worth living? Lord, you ask yourself again.
This is a Inca ruin that's 13,000 feet in elevation. We were all finding that we were a little short of breath at that elevation.
It means the son of the sun. Have a look. The Incas, they used to worship in the sun because sun was their father. That is why they used to worship him with the gold. Have a look. For example, right here you can have this beautiful bell. You can have the symbol, right, of the son of the sun. And the most beautiful section, it was the bandana that was just holding 3 feathers over there. Everything, it was made in gold. Have a look right here, this stick that was holding in his hand, that it was representing the powerful in the land. That is why there was how they were moving. Yes, I'm gonna show you just in the picture. Try ahead. Over here. They used to just having the big block of rocks. We were having a group of people. They were tying with the ropes. Right here, they were having some log rollers. The valley. It was kind of the lever system as well. When they were having a lever system, they used to move the rock. They used to set it up over there.
We never did get altitude sickness, but that was mostly because we were drinking, and in this case, eating cocoa leaves. While we were waiting to catch the train to Machu Picchu, we noticed some cliffside accommodations. If you are able to scale that cliff, you can stay in these cylinders overnight, but you have to reserve well ahead of time, apparently.
For the Incas, actually it's considered like historic sanctuary at Machu Picchu. Historic because we have lots of history right here. Sanctuary is because it is a sacred land. Into this sacred land, finally we have people who was developing everything. As I mentioned already, everything is nature. This is why, since now, we will start.
This is on our way back from Machu Picchu, and we got treated to a nice fashion show. After Machu Picchu, we flew to Santiago, and we did a tour of the city. Very nice city, clean city. I think they have a relatively high standard of living compared to other countries in South America. Your mother was a bit enamored with this unusual statue. This is the guy that, as a hero, he defeated the Spanish during their liberation. The little girl was impressed, but I don't think this dog was all that impressed. As part of the trip in Chile, we stopped at a winery on the way to the airport, had a lovely lunch, and got a tour of the winery. Took some wine with us because when we arrived at our destination, it was the port where the ship was waiting for us to board. The ship was Celebrity Infinity, a ship that holds 2,100 people and 1,000 staff. Very nice ship, We met lots of nice people. A lot of the people that we got to know were people that were on the land tour with us. There were 77 in that group. We had our breakfast and our lunch at the buffet on the 10th level, but in the evening we had, we had our supper at a really nice restaurant, fine dining, gourmet food, and it's delicious. Our first stop was Pisco, home of the famous Pisco Sour. We were there for an afternoon. We had a few beers and jumped back on board and continued our trip up the coast to Manta in Ecuador, which is the place to buy a Panama hat. So we took a taxi to the area where they make these hats, and it's made from a fibrous cane material. But they can be fairly expensive, anywhere from like $30 to $200.
If you were falling, then I would catch you. You need a light. I'd find a match, 'cause I love the way you say good morning, and you take me the way I am.
Always a good time on board. In this instance, we crossed the equator and there was a big celebration that was presided over by King Neptune and his wife.
I'll make it better, 'cause I love the way you call me baby, and you take me the way I am. I'd buy you Rogaine when you start losing all your hair, sew on patches to all you tear, 'cause I love you more than I could ever promise, and you take me the way I am. You take me the way I am. You take me the way I am.
One of the highlights of the trip was cruising through the Panama Canal, which joins the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans over a 50-mile span. The canal was initially built by France in 1881, but because of technical engineering problems and a fairly high death rate due to disease mostly from mosquitoes, the work was suspended and it never got picked up again until 1904 when the United States took the project on, and then it was officially opened in August 1914.
Why can't we just say what we people are just trying to fit in? But is there something telling you can't trust anyone in this town? Oh baby, those are such great shoes. Put your money where your mouth is, baby. We don't wanna see you choke. Nobody's joking around here anymore.
Our next stop was Colon in Panama, and then on to Cartagena.
For such a long, long time. For such a long, long time. For such a long.
Cartagena was the original settlement for the Spanish when they landed in South America in 1533, although the original population in that area were the indigenous people that date back to 4000 BC. It's an important port. It was for several years a target for pirates, so there's a huge wall built around the city to protect it, and if it wasn't for that wall, the Spanish may have lost to the English when they invaded later that century. Well, we got back on the ship at Cartagena, and at the port there was a lovely little garden with wildlife in it. There's a sloth and parrots and monkeys and all kinds of stuff. And we made a direct shot to Fort Lauderdale. Of course, on the way, there was always lots of fun with the entertainment.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Well, we finally made it to Fort Lauderdale, and on the way to the hotel we bumped into a few of Bob's Barriers, and we sighted a Led Zeppelin as well. The weather was very nice in Fort Lauderdale for the couple of days that we spent there, and then we made our way back to Calgary. But the one thing we'll never forget is our trip on the ship.
Bring on your hunters and let them bring the dogs. It's me that you wanted. I've been right here all